What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Evans, DM here. Tactical Tuesday. That's right. I was walking today, thought about you guys, as I always do, thinking about how to help just that one person. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Armando. Good morning, John. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Dusty, what's up, man? Dan, welcome. Thank you, guys. Matt Larson, what's up, guys? A lot of cool stuff here today. We're going to be sharing today what's going on. Can you really make millions of dollars simply sending emails? Tactical Tuesday. Let's go. Hey, guys, real quick, if you're coming in, say what's up. Good morning from Brooklyn/Ohio. What's up, Donnie? Great post with your daughter, I believe, yesterday. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it, Dylan. What's up, my man? Woo! Today is the day. A lot of cool stuff going on today's show. If you guys pay attention to this and write down and, more importantly, implement, you're going to see some results. 100% guaranteed you'll get results. 100%. I know it's a bold statement, but it's true. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Mike. Dallas, Fort Worth. What's up, buddy? Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to wait for a minute as we get some more people in here to get this show started, because this is a very, very powerful show, and it will change your life. Good morning, Kristen. What's up, buddy? Christian's my man. Guys, by the way, if you guys ever need personal training out near Parkland, Fort Lauderdale, Boca area, hit up my boy Christian right there. Good morning, Teresa. What's up? Hey, Jim. What's up, my man? We'll get started here in a second. Grab a cup of coffee. Grab something. Good morning. Fired up today. The show will change your life. I guarantee it. If you utilize the information I'm about to share with you, proceed with caution. What's up, Alice? Good morning. Congrats again, my man. Great job on that project over there. I know you're hustling out there. What's cool about that is I know you're a great guy, great family guy. It's awesome to see you hustling, and, you know, they're watching. I did a show about this on a podcast show about how specifically our kids, but pretty much everyone in this day and age, they're watching. Even we're sitting in that house, busting our ass, you know, tearing down the walls, moving stuff, doing whatever. They're watching. They're watching. So proud of you, buddy. Good job. What's up, David? Christian. Yep. Christian Coburn. What's up, my man? Sean, Nick, Jonathan. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, Paul. Paul, congrats on the DMA Alliance, my man. Get that rolling. I'm ready to get started with you. Ben, what's up, buddy? We got a lot of people here. Page 79. See, you hate structure, but you're super structured. Would love hearing how you compartmentalize all that you have going on. Mark, bring that up later. If I have time, I'll share some stuff with you. But I'm really not that structured. The structure for me is in the AMs. AMs, I'm the most structured. After that, it's all hell breaks loose. We can talk about that later. Hey, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Hopefully you have pen and paper. Can you really make millions of dollars simply sending emails? So I want you to just think about this for a moment. Don't shut your eyes if you're driving. But just picture this, because this is going to sound so unreal. 2005, actually early 2006. I'm sitting in South Beach, Florida. I'm on the interweb. This is when you had to plug it in, actually. We didn't have like this is old school days. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, I'm going to send out an email. I had a small list, about 800 people, of people that's come to me, talk to me like, hey, man, I want to buy a house one day. I've had all these emails. I've never done anything with them, ever. And I stuck them into a database. I had my assistant put them in an Excel sheet, and I stuck them into an email platform, like a GetResponse or something of that nature. I don't remember back then what it was. And I sent a simple email out to them, and I'll share that email here with you later today, because it's kind of not the story here. But I sent the email. I shut my computer. I got to the beach with my wife, and we're just hanging out. This is flip phone days. My assistant calls me. She's like, what the hell did you just do? And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is like 30 minutes later. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, Mark, the phones are melting in the office. No one's here yet. I don't know what you did. I'm answering the phone as fast as I can, but tell me what you said or did. I was like, it wasn't material. I didn't understand what she was talking about. So I was like, Katie, what are you talking about? And I was like, what do they want? Like, what's going on? And she's like, they're saying they want to buy a house. And I was like, okay, well, that's what we do. We buy and sell houses every day. Do you have their name? Do you have their number? How much do they have? Blah, 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 like basic qualifying. And she's like, Mark, I don't think you understand. We have 8 phone lines. They're all lit up. I can't stop the phone's not stopping. Keep in mind, this is only a small list of 800 people. And I was like, okay, well, again, I'm still not connecting the dots. And I was like, did we run marketing? Did we send sign? Like, what do we do different? And then all of a sudden, Dana's like, didn't you send an email to your list? And I was like, yeah. But guys, keep in mind, I didn't put my phone number in there or anything. It just was when you stick it in the database, actually back in the old days, it had my footer, right? My name, my phone number, office address, basic stuff, kind of like an email does, right? And I was like, well, Katie, let me see something. And so I run up to the condo where we're staying at the Deco Plage. I run up there and I open up my computer and literally had 120 something responses within, this is like an hour and a half max at this point. And not only that, the phones were blowing up. And I said, oh my God. Literally, like, people are like, Mark, sell me this house. Mark, I need this house. Mark, I have money. Or you get other emails that say, F you, scam artist, blah, 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 too. You're going to have that in the mix, right? And I like that moment, I'm getting goosebumps even talking about that moment. I was like, I think I'm onto something. So can you send emails and really make millions of dollars? The answer is absolutely yes. I've sold over $100 million in real estate and stuff in transactions, gross numbers, by the way, not net profits, in real estate, simply sending emails. And I'm talking, I've bought products sending emails. I've sold products sending emails, and everything in between. And you could do this in many, many different levels. And I don't care if you have 2 people on a list or 2 million people on a list, sending emails, if you send the right emails and you know what to send and set and all that, 100% can generate millions of dollars. So at that moment, what I did is we had to corral the sales team, because again, keep in mind, this is early. The sales team gets in there, they roll in at 10 o'clock because they work so hard, but they roll in at 10 a.m. I had to get on the phone and do a conference call with them and tell them like what happened, kind of my thought process behind it. And all I did is simply say, hey guys, are you still buying properties in Columbus or something? It was very, very simple email, and people were going crazy. And I again, grammar was terrible. I had terrible spacing. It just the thought and the intention, more importantly, the action of me sending out that email to that small list of people really lit a fire under them to get them to respond. So I started digging deeper. Keep in mind, though, let me step back a little bit. I've invested now over $1 million just learning copywriting. I've went to many, 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 many seminars across the country at this point to learn about how to get people to respond, because I spent tens of thousands of dollars a month on direct mail. Direct mail is amazing, by the way. I still utilize it. I love direct mail. Good direct mail I love. And it works. You send out 10,000 postcards, you get X percentage response, and you convert X percentage on top of that. That's KPI management. Whole different conversation on another tactical Tuesday. But what I discovered is emailing is such a simple, non-friction email process. It's not like intrusive. People can delete it. People can respond at their convenience. Not everyone's going to respond. Your open rates are not going to be crazy all the time, but like if you can average a 10% plus response open rate, if not more, the smaller the list, the bigger that percentage is, because they know you at a different level. But as you're starting to build, we can average 10 to 20% pretty consistently with good subject lines and good copy. And again, let me just throw this warning out here. Do not be a whore. Do not be an email whore, meaning you're sending emails out only to sell people stuff. That's not the intention of this conversation. The intention is that you can make millions of dollars, but don't be a douche about it. Be very professional and clean about it. You can do it in a way that's very tactful and clean and just high level professionalism. So have fun with it. Put your personality in it. I know a guy that actually emails from his dog, and he crushes it. He generates many millions of dollars by doing that because it has a personality to it. It's kind of a fun, thing. Obviously, they clearly know the dog's not sending the email, even though they could push send. But this is the way I was able to travel the world for 7 years. This is when it all started clicking for me, when I was like, holy shit, I can send an email. Yes, send an email from anywhere in the world, anywhere. I can send an email and I can generate leads and sales to create revenue without killing myself. See, again, as the mule, because I talk about this, the magician versus mule, as the mule, I couldn't even see that. I didn't even know there was easier paths to revenue. And that's the truth. All of you watching me are working too hard. I promise you that. And I still work too hard sometimes because I get caught up in the grind. I get caught up in the weeds. And when you get caught up in the weeds, you can't see. It's kind of like those, those corn mazes, if you will. Like when you're in a corn maze, you're going left, right. You can't see the full picture. I kind of have to step up on top and say, go left, 300 feet, go right, 220 feet, go back. Like when you're on top and you can see down, it's so much easier to see the destination. And with email marketing, what I realized, and again, I by the way, I spend about $700,000 a month on email marketing as of today, still today, per month, monthly. And because it works. You're not spending that kind of money if it doesn't work. In my real estate company, when we were really cranking it up on the turnkey side, we're spending about $100,000 to $150,000 a month simply on email marketing only. That does not count direct mail. That doesn't count text broadcasting and everything else that exists. I'm talking strictly on email marketing. So what was always interesting to me, a lot of people always try to copy everyone, right? There's a lot of turnkey operations that came through my funnel that I helped grow. And I was like, yo, this is how we're doing it. We showed them the path, but they never had the balls to step up and invest in email marketing. Email marketing is by far, I think, probably the most undervalued, I should say, asset that you have access to right now, as of right now today. You literally, so the problem is we're so accustomed to, like, when we get an email, it's like from mom, dad, cousin, brother, employee, or whatever, we just respond. So you're not doing anything to stimulate, to create, to extract. And by the way, I don't care what product you sell. It could be a pen. It could be a pen, for God's sakes. I've talked about watches and hats and cars and stuff. If people would put me on an email list that's selling badass houses and cars and watches for discount prices or just stimulate activity, maybe I just sold something and I just popped $5 million in my bank account extra, kind of a windfall. And if I got that email at the right time, I might just buy on instinct. See, I'm an instinct buyer. I don't know about you, but I buy a lot of stuff. I've spent millions of dollars on instinct, and many people do. And I know this to be true because I'm receiving some of those millions of dollars every year from people that buy on instinct. And I promise you, yes, you 100% buy stuff from emails. I know you do. We all do. That's why email marketing works. So you got to be thinking, when you're doing these actions, ask yourself, how can you plug this into your system? How can you plug this in to start extracting? I don't know what to say though, Mark. Of course you do. You just haven't thought about it yet. You got to put some time and energy into it. You know what to say. I mean, if you want to break it down to ultra super simple, let's say if I'm selling, I just use houses because that's what we do every day. But like I could send a simple email. It's like, hey, are you still buying in Columbus, Ohio? If so, let me know. Send. And then what happens is you send that to one person or 2 million people. You're going to get responses as you do this more and more. And what that does, and again, you're not selling a house in the email. The job, by the way, this is the biggest mistake I see everyone make in marketing. Your job is not to sell the product in an email, in a direct mail campaign, in a text broadcast, in a voice broadcast, and like your job is to simply create conversation to get them on the phone with your team, extract them, conversate, and close the deal via phone or in person. That's your job. By the way, if you have a restaurant, let's say if your restaurant is dying every day, unfortunately right now with what's going on, this is happening a lot more, but let's say when things are pumping, let's say Tuesdays between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock, the place is kind of dead. It's kind of like your numbers are down drastically. You understand you could email your users that come into your facility and create like a fun experience for them to come into your office come into your restaurant for a special discount or a special gift or a special something. It's like, hey, John, and don't just do it once. This is repetition. You got to do it consistently. You consistently put people in front of you. And the more people you do, more marketing you're doing, the more people are going to start showing up. And you start creating like a little conversation with them via email, like almost like you know what they're up to. Hey, if you ever get tired on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, no, over at Johnny's Pub, we have a great deal on finger food and beer and blah, 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 whatever. Or, hey, did you know if you're big into cards, we have a little card game going on every day, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Come on in with your buddy, bring a friend, and I'll give you a free beer. Or whatever you can say or do. These are the things you need to be thinking about. And again, with the copywriting, this is something you need to start learning more and more about, understand how copy hooks you in. And I know a lot of you guys, do you think email's dead? Do you think email's dead, right? A lot of people think email's dead. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Amy? What's up, Chris? What's up, Josh? What's up, Mike? What's up, guys? Do you think email's dead? Here's the way you know email's not dead. Every time you buy something online or go to the stores today, they're going to say, hey, would you like your receipt sent via email or text? You understand how many people get it sent email? Well, 100% online. Well, social media is so big, Mark. You don't understand I'm on social. I get it. But you don't own social media. You know that, right? You don't own the social media handle. You understand that social media could shut down and your business is done. I've seen it happen many times. Your job on social media is to extract eyeballs, right? Get eyeballs on your stuff and then ask them for their email address so you can start conversating with them on your platform. The cool thing about emails, once they're in your system, you own them, if you will. If they're on a social media platform, the social media platform owns them. Literally, you could have 5 million people on social media crushing and making millions of dollars a year. They shut you down, you're done, period, because you didn't set it up right. If you're constantly saying, hey, give me your email, give me your email, give me your email, get on my list, get this free report, whatever you say, or hey, get this discount code, get this, however you need to take your eyeballs from social, extract them into your email platform, and then start emailing them. Be cool about it. Let them know what's up. Let them know about you. If I asked your clients like, yo, what do you know about Steve Johnson? And they're like, I bought a house from him. That's all I know. Well, that's bad because now your competitors can easily gobble that person up. But if you say, hey, what's up with Steve Johnson? Oh, dude, he has 2 kids. He has a 5-year-old. He's a 1-year-old. He's an amazing dad. He's a great husband. He loves his lawn, looking amazing. He lives in Ohio and Florida all the time. Blah, 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 blah. The more they know about you, the more opportunities there are for you to connect with them. That's why I love email marketing. And I see every single one of you doing it wrong in the real estate space specifically, where all you're doing is email whoring it out. Hey, buy my house, 3-bed, 2-bath, make offer, highest the best, call now. Like, dude, seriously? That's all you got? Again, the problem is even that shitty content works when it's hot. You know what I mean? Lewis, Mark, is college worth it for finance? No, that's my opinion, but don't listen to me. But when you're sending an email, be cool about it. You got to understand who you're sending the email to. See, what I really clearly understood is who my avatar was. Who was I talking to? What are their pain points? What do they need help with? How could I solve their problem? My guys were in turnkey. They have money. That's check, right? They have cash they have to deploy. They want cash flow passively without going out and doing the direct mail, finding the property, walking shitty houses, rehabbing the houses, finding management, blah, 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 blah. That's a problem, by the way, but that's what our company did. And then what we would do is sell them on greed. People are greedy. You and I are greedy. That's what drives us. That's what gets us excited as business people. We're greedy. You can say whatever you want. The fact is you're greedy. And that's what greed glands get going. You get all excited. You get delusional and you buy, you execute. There's nothing wrong with this, by the way. It's just understanding human behavior. So what we would do is instead of like sending an email, buy property now or whatever bullshit people say, it'd say, hey, 3-bed, 2-bath, West Side, 23% net ROI. And then boom, that's the subject line. Boom. Then they go in and it's like, and then again, you could play around with pictures or no pictures. You could play around with the exact address or no address. You could play around with zip codes or no zip codes. You could play around with, is this a rehab? Is this a turnkey? Is this already done or not done? What do they need to do? And remember, always sell the greed. That's what people want. They want to know what's in it for them. Not you. What's in it for them? And when you start doing this, you start really creating like exciting people. Like you will get this. If you stay consistent with email marketing, 100% will get this. You're going to get people messaging you privately like, yo, dude, please do not send any emails out on a deal. Send to me first. I have the money. I'm ready to close. If it's a deal, I'll buy. No questions asked. I'm in. And then you start creating like this urgency factor, and you need urgency to sell. You need the urgency to get people off the fence. You start creating this massive buildup of energy and urgency. And before you know it, you have a pipeline so hot of real buyers. And again, I don't care if this is on pens. Let's say if this pen, I got DM pens, right? Let's say if this pen company emails me right now, my assistant just bought a bunch more pens, but they email us and say, hey, we just got an overstock of black pens, Blue Point, blah, 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 blah. And right now today, if you order 3,000 pens or 5,000 or whatever the number is, today we're going to give you free shipping. Dude, she's going to do it because we need pens. Same thing with hats or shirts or whatever. If I don't see anybody doing this right, very few people do it right. And when you do it right, you can generate many millions of dollars. And it, by the way, it doesn't even have to be your own product. There's a world that exists out there called affiliate marketing. I don't go down that rabbit hole, but affiliate marketing. You could send other people's products out and get a percentage of the sell to your tribe, to your database. Gets more advanced further down the road. But let's stick to the basic topic of send an email to your list. Send an email to your people that you've met at networking events, people that follow you online. Start extracting people from online that follow you. Like, hey, John, if my boy Matt does a great thing called Freebie Fridays. He gets a lot of emails by sharing great Freebie Friday stuff. I do it by simply just asking people for their email address so I can get them on the 444 club. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do. And the truth is, I'm not even doing it enough. I need to do it more because you got to remember your social media environment present. It's recycling all the time. Their algorithms don't show it to everyone. I know you're sitting back thinking, but Mark, I posted it yesterday. Well, yesterday and today is 2 different days. And yesterday and today, the algorithm's different. Yesterday and today, people are engaging differently. People are looking for something new. You got to always be in front of your prospect's mind. You always have to be in the front of their mind if you want a massive competitive advantage. And this is the God's honest truth. In the real estate company, we've had many people, because we sell turnkey, right? Well, we used to. 2 years ago, we stopped doing that. But when we sold turnkey, our clients would come to us and say, hey, do you know so-and-so turnkey company? Because they said they know you and they want us to sell a property to you. And we're like, no, we don't know them and we don't vouch for them. We don't endorse them. But by the way, while we have you on the phone, boom, we would ask them what they're looking for. They want to buy. Don't get it confused, folks. Buyers are buyers, period. Don't get it confused. I buy every day. You buy stuff every day. Why do you think? And by the way, it's not sleazy. It's not salesy. It's meant to be cool. It's meant to be laid back. And if your client wants it, why wouldn't you sell it to them? It doesn't make sense to me. So many of you, pretty much all of you, are working way too hard to go get the new leads. You have an amazing database. I don't care, again, if it's small or big. Amazing database you need to nurture. You need to connect. You need to slow your roll down. You need to really start connecting with these people. Right now, we need to connect more than we've ever needed to connect. And it doesn't have to be all about business. Start learning how to write. And if you don't want to learn how to write, hire people on Upwork.com to write articles for you, write emails for you. Usually average email costs about $100 for a quality copywriter, $100 to $200 per email. Oh, Mark, that's a lot of money. Is it? Is it? Is it really a lot of money? No, it's not. It's a lot of money if you don't understand business, but it's definitely not a lot of money. If you understand the power of email marketing, that's why most people don't do it. They just genuinely don't understand. You'll go out here and spend 20 grand on direct mail and not change any formatting, not change any titles, not change anything. And yet you won't spend $2,000 to create 10 emails that could connect to the people that already know you. And what's interesting to me, what's so wild to me, and again, I'm talking to myself here. It took me, 9 years to figure this out. 9 years. And I'm telling you exactly how to do it. It took me 9 years to figure out the easiest people to sell are the people that already know you. They've already connected with you. It's not selling now. Don't get it twisted. I'm a high-level order taker. I hate hardcore sales. I'm not into it. I don't get a hard on thinking about oh, dude, I snagged that person. I really took them down the rabbit hole and I used some trickery words and this, that. I don't do that shit. I never have. It never will. It's just, I think that's slimy to me. And listen, I'm not knocking it. It's just not my style. Everyone has different styles. I like the more casual, hey, Mark, where'd I send the money? That's the kind of sales I like. And again, we call it sales, but the truth is it's order taking. Just like when you call the hotel, you already have the credit card in your hand. Hey, I want the 1-bedroom penthouse, blah, 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 blah. Done. You're calling to get. You're calling to book. You're not calling to negotiate. You're not calling to ask questions. You're calling to book. Why aren't they doing that in your business? Why aren't they calling you to book a deal? Book an order for pens. Book an order for coffee mugs. Book an order. Matt, Mark Evans, DM, taught me email marketing a year ago to completely change my business. Matt's an executor. He implements like a maniac. It's amazing. And I'm telling you, he does it well. It's amazing to see. So I just want to give you my 200K. Raphael, what's up, my man? No, I'm talking email marketing and period, right, Raph? So you're doing an amazing job with it, my man. Email marketing can change your life. It can change your business. It literally is. Like, I remember, and I wrote about this in my book called Virtual Investing Made Easy. My wife and I, Dina, back then she was my fiance because we were engaged for 8 years, but we walked the thing called the Camino de Santiago back in, I think, 2013 or 14. And I was writing the book. During this time. And I remember sitting at some little cafe and, somewhere Spain. I don't remember. I mean, barely had any internet, wireless internet anywhere. But I was sitting out there smoking a cigar after probably 10 hours of walking. Literally, it's a 500-mile walk over 42 days. But I remember sitting there and I was like sending emails because I was trying to do some concepts and proof of concepts for the book. And I was sending an email like, hey, I'm sitting here in beautiful blah, 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 Spain. And I found this deal and I'm just out of the country and I don't want to do it. If this is something that interests you, let me know. Here's the details. And it'd be 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and 43219. It's worth 70. I'm selling it for 30. I just don't want to deal with it and keep my team locked it up for 20. And I was just playing around with it. And, boom, sent it. And by the way, I said, reply to Peter at Mark Evans DM, not me, because I'm clearly walking and not having much internet. But this took like 10 minutes to do, guys. So I sent an email in 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I literally, we made $10,000 on the deal. And not counting all the other people, the overflow that comes in from that saying, hey, man, I want the next deal. Hey, Mark, I'm buying the next deal. Hey, dude, love the walk of Camino de Santiago. I heard about that walk. Was it amazing? And then you start connecting. You start creating a relationship. You start conversating. And I love that part about the business, truthfully. I know it's not scalable. It's not, quantifiable, if you will, like we talked about last week. But, man, to me, connecting with these people are so amazing because you meet very cool people. I know the world, you think everyone's terrible. You think everyone's trying to rip you off and do all this crazy shit. The truth is what I found globally from especially sending emails, probably billions of emails, but not even probably, definitely billions of emails by now, is that you have a lot of amazing people out there. Raphael, Mark was one of my first mentors. He changed my life and mindset. Listen to the man. Thank you, Raphael. I'm in the beginning stages of starting a real estate wholesale company. Do you recommend me doing email marketing? The answer is yes, 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 and yes. Email marketing, again, if you have an email list, you have to use it. So many of you are sitting on gold. So many of you sitting on, I'm telling you, millions of dollars and not using it for anything. It's insane. It drives me nuts to know that you have an email database and you're not sending an email. But Mark, I send a newsletter once every quarter. Dude, that's not sending anything. You might as well just not send it because it's stressing you out once a quarter. Just don't even send it. They don't care about you. They don't know you. They don't know anything about you if you're only sending once a quarter. I mean, could you imagine if you're married, you only show up to the house once a quarter? Pretty stupid, right? To even think like that relationship's not going to last too long, is it? Why aren't you sending daily? Yo, man, what's up? Hey, man. And again, this is the stuff I talk about. I talk about, more importantly, I do, is where you're conversating via email. You're sending one to many. I talk about it all the time. One to many, the power of one to many. I can send one email from anywhere in the world. I could be anywhere. As long as I have internet access, I can send an email. By the way, you can do it from your phone, do it from your computer or wherever. I can send it from anywhere. You could be sitting on the toilet and send this email, by the way. I know, because I've went and done research on this. You can send it from the toilet. I'm telling you, hey, boom, 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 send, boom, go about your day. And within 20, 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, depending what the offer is, you're going to start seeing orders. You're going to start seeing leads. You're going to start seeing responses. You're going to start seeing phone calls coming in. You're going to start seeing things happen. And it's just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a very massive piece that every single person I know misses the mark on drastically. Some of you are starting to get it a little bit. That's awesome. Some of you are starting to be more consistent. Folks, I send twice a day to my email list. I send twice a day. I send content and I send offer. That's what we do. That's what you should do. That's what people want. You're not that important. Well, dude, what if they don't like my email? Okay, they unsubscribe. What if they don't like your Facebook post? What if they don't like your Instagram picture with your ass hanging out? They just unfollow you and move on. It's really not that big a deal. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're being cool about it and providing great value, it's great value. What they interpret it as is up to them. I can't control them. I can control me. I can wake up and send an email in the morning at 8 a.m. I can control that. I can also control when the emails come in, how they get filtered out, how they get filtered through, who do they go to, what is the goal of the email. So you need to create a structure, right? Here's my email list. Here's who I'm going to, like what's the avatar? What do they do? Are they buyers of real estate? Are they sellers of real estate? Are they buyers of pens? When's the last time they bought? Are they just buyers in general that know you from buying something from you? And then now what's their biggest need? But Mark, I don't know what to send. I don't know what they really need. Well, you just created your email, your first email. Hey, Mark, it's been a while. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm sitting here in Shaker Heights, Ohio, and I'm thinking about you. Yes, you. Here's what I need help with. What could I do or what could I provide you to help make your life easier in business? And then what's the top 3 things? What's the top 1 thing? And then they reply. You send it to 100 people, you might get 5 responses or 10 responses or more or less. You send it to 1 million people, you're going to get a lot more than 10 responses, but you're going to get responses. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take the list. I need help on marketing. I need help on finding great deals. I need help on placing my cash. I need more money. I need this. And then you're going to take the ones that get the most response, like, hey, 10 people need access to money. Great. I'm going to bring on an expert. If I'm not the expert on how to get access to money, I'm going to bring on my boy Austin about how to get access to tens of millions of dollars in private money. And now all of a sudden, now I'm looping in people together. Now I'm building my stance with my following and letting them know I'm listening to you. I'm here for you. I do this with you here on video. I ask you guys every day, please ask me questions. Send me a private message of where you're struggling and let me help create a show for you to help you. That's my job. You make my job easier when you ask questions. I encourage questions. Why? Because I don't want to just talk to the computer screen. I want to talk to you. I want to help you. I don't care if you have the question. Millions of other people have the question. You're not alone. You're not solo. You're not unique in that way. You're unique as an individual, but your questions are not unique. If you have the question, I promise you millions of other people have the question. Clifford, thanks, brother. Also, the wholesaling book going through it now. Great, man. Congrats. Hey, John, Mark, any recommendation contacts to use to set up autoresponders email list? Again, man, I'm not in the technical side. So if you already have a list, typically that's the best because they've opted in. So there's a big thing called spam. And I'm not saying spam people, by the way. Let's just be clear. These are people that you've connected with that said, hey, man, follow up with me if you have anything. These are the people that give you their phone numbers and all that. So, there's great ones like Get Response, Constant Contact, and, go to a good platform. And by the way, this never costs money. This never costs money. I spend actually over $100,000 a month on email marketing platforms. That's what we spend internally. And I'm not saying you need to do that yet, of course, but don't look at it as a cost. I want to spend more. Why? Because that means we're making more. Paul, what's up, my man? Big value here. Cheers. Thank you, buddy. So email marketing. So now that I have the email database set up, whatever system you use, again, I'm not the expert on that. Just go. There's so many of them, but you got to warm them up. You got to clean them up. You got to, you got to do a couple dynamic things. And then now you send the email and then you get a response. What do you do next? Don't stop sending emails. That's what you do next. Send another email the next day. So here's a cool trick that happens, especially if you're like wholesaling stuff. And again, I don't care what you're wholesaling. It could be houses, it could be cars, it could be watches, it could be any. Let's use watches. So there's a world of watches that exist where people buy and sell wholesale in the back market. You pay 50 grand retail, they're wholesaling it for 43 to 45,000, and they're going to make a spread of 5 to 7 grand, typically more or less. So picture if I have 1,000 watch buyers, people that I know buy watches. I wonder if you buy watches, maybe you sell them once in a while too. You think? So a cool email, keep in mind, I'm trying to sell watches. That's how I make money, by selling watches. But to sell a watch, what do you have to do? You have to buy one too. And how do you make money? You have to buy it for lower than you sell it for. And then you get the spread. It's a real simple concept. I don't know why we overcomplicate this, but yes, it's that easy. So there's 1,000 people, 1,000 individuals that have all kinds of crazy shit going on in life. These could be business owners, husbands, wives, kids, I mean, these people have a lot going on, 1,000 different people. I'm going to send an email to 1,000 people and says, hey, John, I know you've bought a watch from me before, but I'm actually in the market to buy a watch. And I was wondering if you've ever thought about selling a watch. As you know, I buy watches all the time at discount. And if you have something that you need to move quick without a lot of stress to a professional buyer that has cash ready to go, reply back and let's talk. Keep in mind, I sent it to 1,000 people on my list, 1,000 people. I 1,000% guarantee you're getting a response from someone. You got to understand, maybe someone's going through a divorce and they have 10 watches. Maybe someone's got sick and they want to sell their watches because now they said, hey, I used to be materialistic, now I'm not. If that's what you're thinking, then I sell the watch. Maybe they have a great business opportunity where they need a quick 50 G's to get in the deal, and they just want to sell the watch they just bought for 70 grand for 50 grand. Yes, people do this all the time, trust me. So then they take the 50 and move, and then they move on. This simple one strategy, one, is worth millions of dollars, I promise. Send that email out to those 1,000 people. Let's say 10 people respond. Way more is going to respond, but say 10 people. And you can buy 5 watches. Let's just say one. One. It cost me 17 cents to send the email. I send the email. Boom. Ding. Okay. Protect. Okay, I get it for 80. It's worth 110. I'm in. I'll take it. You got the box papers. Yep. Cool. That deal's structured. I'm going to take that same exact list and I'm going to send out an email the next day. It says, holy cow. The response to buy watches have been so overwhelming. First off, I want to say thank you. Secondly, I can't buy them all. If you're in the market to buy a blah, 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 blah watch, or a blah, blah, blah watch, or a blah, blah, blah watch, reply to me. I'm liquidating them fast. Deep discounts, fast deals, have your cash ready, and let's talk. The same exact database. You got to remember, people buy watches, also sell watches. People sell watches, also buy watches. Maybe they're selling an older, cheaper watch that they bought back in the day to go upgrade to a bigger watch. I've never, ever seen anybody do this in the watch business, ever. If you're a watch trader, if you're doing this with cars, you want to do it with cars. Do you understand? People sell cars for discounts all the time. All the time. It's for convenience. If you have people that's bought cars from you, hey, Steve, I know you recently bought a Nissan 300Z for me. And this might sound like a weird question, but my lot's looking a little bare and I want to acquire a couple cars. the Nissan's available or maybe not, but maybe you have a car or know someone that does. Shoot me a message if you do. I'd love to see if I can buy it. Boom, create conversations. Instead, they want to run TV ads, they want to run newspaper ads, they want to run direct mail, they want to put signs and banners in the front yard, they want to do postcard. I mean, a lot of stuff. This is just one piece in the arsenal, but I'm telling you, it's the most undervalued asset in your business that you're not utilizing. I promise you. I have zero skin in the game. I have nothing to lose by telling you. Only upside for all of us to do this. So get in front of your prospects. Let them know you're buying. Let them know you're selling. Have fun with it. You've seen this, by the way. You've been partaking in this because you'll see people post on social media. Hey, guys, I have $2 million. I'm looking to buy A-class, B-class properties. If you have anything, hit me up. Could be 2 million, could be 10 million, could be $1 million, could be 20 million, whatever the number is. It's called lead extraction. It's called opportunity arises. What do you do? Maybe they have the money, maybe they don't. I don't know. I'm not there to judge that. But again, that's done on social. Why can't you do it in email? You can, by the way. That's usually where it starts. And then they're like, holy shit, Evans, it works. I know it does. That's why I told you to do it. And secondly, just because it works on email, you should probably, once you find something that pops on email, take it directly to social media, post the same exact message because they're totally different people over there. There's going to be a little crossover, but the majority will be different because they're following you in a different way. Not only that, their algorithms are presenting it to different people, their friends of friends, etc. And then there's ways to stimulate this with advertising against it and all that. I'm not going down that path. I'm talking about emails today only. Send an email, make money. I'm telling you, I don't care. I'd love to know what you guys do here. If you guys want to post, I'll help you real quick. I got another 10 minutes, but I'd love to know what you're doing. What business are you in? What do you think you can or cannot do with email marketing? And what's interesting about this show, we have less people listening and watching right now than our normal shows, which is absolutely stupid to me. It's fucking dumb. Why? Because this shit works and it will make you money. And yet you want to sit here and listen to someone talk about mindset. This is mindset at a whole nother level. You're working too hard. If you abandon the show, go work hard. Keep being smart. You're smarter than me, clearly. Just go work harder. That always works, right? Just keep working harder. You'll make more. Just keep working harder. You'll make more. Will you? Is it work? How's that working out? By the way, this is working smart and hard. I'm not saying you don't have to work hard. But this is a very smart, intelligent way to make a lot of money by utilizing your database that you've worked so hard to build. You could have a database for the last 10 years, 12 years. By the way, I don't just use my database to buy and sell stuff from. I use it to ask them questions. Hey guys, I need a new accountant. I know you've been on my list and you buy houses from me, so I know you do business. Do you know anybody that's looking for a job? Hey guys, here's a great resource. I found a great gutter company. Kevin found a great gutter company. Hit Kevin up. Let him know I sent you. Hey guys, here's a great financial advisor that I've been using. Check them out. Like, there's so much value you can send in an email and have fun with it. Hey guys, I'm stuck on the lake on this big ass boat. Me, my wife, and kids. Thank God the kids fell asleep. Benadryl might have expedited that. But anyways, I have a quick question for you. And then boom, go into what you're offering. There's so many fun ways to do email. Too many of you are too professional with it. You're trying to make it too hard. Brandon, Brandon, by the way, is doing it. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. It works. I get his emails. I say, yo, say this, say that. Here's what I would say. Here's why, blah, blah, blah. Like, it works. Stop trying to be sexy and cool and professional. Why not just talk to them like you're standing in front of them? Like, communicate. Grammar won't be perfect. I don't care. My first email started in March of 2005. That's when I started emailing my list. By the way, I didn't email it like I told you I did in 2006. It's different. I didn't know what I'm sharing with you, the power I had in front of me. But I'm telling you, start investing in people. Start investing in your email marketing platforms. Start investing in sending emails. Like, it's not hard to send an email a day. And if you're like, oh my God, I can't do it no matter what, send one every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You have to. You must. It's mandatory. if you're in business and you're not sending at least 3 emails a week out, you're not in business. And if you are, you're working too hard. Picture this. Picture if you own a restaurant right now. Are you sending emails and letting them know you have specials and you deliver? Are you letting them know that you'll have, touchless delivery or whatever shit they got going on these days? Like, let people know. Let your customers know what you're up to. I know it. I get it. Again, I've been in this position where we're so busy with trying to build and get new that we actually forget to take care of the people that's been there, that's supported us, and that's doing stuff with us, that actually know who we are. So why work harder? Who says you have to work hard to make millions of dollars? Show me where it says you have to work hard. Show me. I just want to see it. And by the way, even if I saw it, I still don't fucking believe it. Why? Because I know the truth is not that. You can send I can send an email today and generate more money in one day than I used to dream about in a year by working 16 hours a day. That's how powerful it is. It's that powerful. It becomes so massive. I have guys that generate hundreds of millions of dollars sending emails. Corey, don't get too cute with email. Just let people know you're there and add value to help. Yeah, there's a lot of value to all this. Cute is relative. So I don't know what that means, but I agree. On the surface level, don't get too cute. You don't have to be cute. You just have to be, think of the customer, the avatar. Who's the avatar? What makes them laugh? Guys, the best way to do deals, I like to do deals with people I like. I like to do deals with people that laugh at my stupid jokes. I like to do things with people that can connect. So cute or not cute, I don't know what that means because it's different for everybody. But of course, I wouldn't recommend be sloppy and silly. I'm talking about high quality copywriting. Hire a copywriter if you don't know how to do that. And be professional about it, but have a personality with it. Cute or not cute, I don't know. Just go out there and keep it simple. And especially in the beginning, it doesn't have to be, it's just simple. And listen, take your fucking logo off of it. No one cares about your company like that. Connect with the human being from another human being. That's the big secret, by the way. All of you that have your big banners at the top of your emails, all of you have your logos everywhere. No one cares about your company like you do. If you're trying to put your logo on it, put it at the bottom of the page, not at the top. No one cares. Don't stop putting all this fancy shit out there. Send an email like you're sending to your mom. Send an email like you're talking to your dad. Send an email like you're talking to your best bud. Send an email. Maybe not send the memes because they might be a little over the top, but send a cool email. Make it look like it's coming from you personally. That's the personal connection. It's amazing to me that you guys think when you get an email is what happens with email is that you think it's coming to you from the individual. And it is, but it's going to a mass market. So what's cool about that is it allows you to connect with them like you're talking to them one-on-one. That's why it's so important. Again, this is a very big tip. When someone replies to that email, reply back to them from you. Be genuine. Hey, Steve, thank you very much for the question. Anyways, here's the thought. Or, hey, Tom, thanks for replying to me, but that goes to Peter. I'll introduce you guys. I'll loop you two in, okay? Hey, thanks for reading the emails. Thanks for replying. I look forward to working with you. Boom, loop Peter in. Boom, hand it off my plate, back to business. It's so easy to do. All of us, including me, are still underutilizing it. All of us. Mark, I send twice a day. Why am I not sending 3 times a day, 4 times a day, or 5 times a day? I know a guy literally that sends 6 emails a day. I really do. It's wild to me. I'm still I still don't understand how it works, but he sends 6 times a day and his business does over $100 million a year. And he sends crazy emails, like crazy over the top emails. Keep in mind, he has a full staff of writers and he's very high level marketer. So I'm not saying go out and do 6 emails. I'm only doing 2 a day, but he's up to 6. It's pretty amazing. But we've tinkered around with it. We do send 3 emails a day sometimes and just kind of measure what it does to the attrition of the list, what happens and all that. So, and my whole thought process to emailing is they either die or buy or unsubscribe. There's only 3 ways out. Die, unsubscribe, and keep buying. Just keep buying. You're not getting out of my system. So I guess there's only 2 ways to get away. Die or unsubscribe. And there's nothing wrong with either. Well, there's obviously, we don't want you to die. I don't want people dying because they don't want their emails. But I want you to know email marketing is very powerful. And if you're not utilizing it in your business, you're not maximizing your business in any way, shape, or form. It is the most underutilized tool every single person uses. It is by far. I was talking with my buddy. He's doing 200 grand a month. He's on pace to hit $1 million a month by the end of the year, and which is pretty cool considering what's going on. And I was talking to him Sunday, and we were chatting via text. We were just chatting via text, and sure enough, he's telling me what's going on. My first question I always ask, dude, that's amazing, because I see his ads everywhere. So I see he's pushing ad spend, and I'm like, how often are you emailing the list? That's the first question I ask every single business person that has a list. And he's like, oh, well, we're just kind of got an autoresponder sequence in there, and we're just building it right now. And then the next question, how big is the list? Well, it's 120,000 people. Okay. And when's the last time they heard from you? On a dedicated email, meaning a global email to all. Because once autoresponders, there's only timelines in autoresponders. If someone sends an email and sets up a 10-day sequence, for the first 10 days, that's all they get, or however many days you spread that out, they're only going to get the 10 emails. After that, they're kind of lost. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. If anything, I'd rather see you just set up one autoresponder that says, welcome to the club. And then after that, you just send dedicateds. Worst case scenario, do that. So he's like, well, I haven't messaged them at all on a global level. I'm like, dude, literally, you're printing money right now. You're about to get all this free money. You have people that know you, like you, trust you, believe you. And he's very he's the line in the sand guy. So if you're on his list, you really believe his message. And I was like, that's where I'm spending if I was coming into his company to consult, I'm consulting on that. He's going to give me 50 grand and he's going to make 5 million. It's a good exchange. Actually, I don't want any money from him. I want a percentage on the upside of the deals via email marketing only, because I will make millions of dollars by helping him make more millions of dollars by simply sending emails. That's how powerful it is. I'm telling you. But I know you guys are going to shut this video off and go stick your thumb up your butt and get all excited about cheap leads and free leads online and scraping databases and communicating and closing them hard on the phone on the first step, because that's what you got to do. That's the only way it works. I'm telling you, you guys fight. This is something I fought for years. I still fight it, and I live it every day. It can't be that easy. I can't just send an email and make money. I can't send an email and get leads like that. Well, you can, and we do, and you can too. Any questions here at all? This is powerful. I got to go in 2 minutes, but if you guys have a quick question, Brandon, Corey says, cute equals too complex, simple is better. Absolutely. How do I get on your email list, DM? Send me 5,000. I actually have exclusive email list for 5,000. No, I'm just joking. Go to markevansdm.com. Sign up. That's how you get on the list. That's the real estate list, or real estate business list, I should say now. But yeah, get over to markevansdm.com. Beacon, did I miss anything on this, my man?
Nope. We do have one question. Lewis asked, hey, Mark, can you please make a video on KPI tracking for a real estate company?
Yeah, shoot me a private message, and I'll put it in the queue. If I can, I will. Steve says hello. Hey, thank you, Clifford. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate the video. Have a great day from Paul Anthony Hay and Amy Lee Hay. Thank you guys very much. Hey, guys, I hope you go out and execute this. Please share with me your results. Here's the challenge tomorrow when we show up to this video. Tell me how many emails you sent and what the response was. That's the challenge. It's a 23-hour challenge. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you guys. Get over to get the book magicianversusmule.com. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Nick says, every time I listen to Mark on this, I get a huge influx of leads. Go figure. He has to tell me a lot. Dude, I tell myself every day, send more emails. Thank you, David. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, guys. Hey, keep me posted with your success, your progress. If you need help, I'm here. Please don't. You're not fighting this fight yourself. I'm in your corner. There's other people here following you in your corner. You just got to share. Don't do it silently. There's no need to have that silent battle. We're past those stages. Elevate. It's not weak if you ask for help. It's a power of strength. I'm telling you, it's very powerful if you ask for help and implement the information. Appreciate you guys being here. Have an amazing day. Make today count. Peace.